Yomi Hustle came out 4 days ago at the time of writing this script, and I already have 10 hours on it because of how great it is. It's unique, it has interesting mechanics, and a nearly infinite amount of things can happen per game. But what even is Yomi Hustle? Yomi Hustle is a strategic turn-based fighting game where the ability to move is determined by if a player can perform an action as soon as they can, and by the end, the entire fight plays out in real time for you to watch. It's a really simple idea that I'm surprised I haven't seen done before, and they execute it expertly in this game. Mix this with a few different characters and a ton of different moves, and you get a game that's easy to hop into but hard to get really good at. The 4 characters you can choose, Robot, Ninja, Wizard, and Cowboy, get a ton of different moves and some conditional moves like Palm Strike only being possible if a ninja's backstepped already, or Robot's flipped if he's become a car. The amount of options you get for attacking and moving, even with this very limited roster, creates a unique experience every time you play the game, as it creates the possibility of various different strategies or combos your enemy could execute onto you, which makes the game infinite replayable, especially since that it also applies to you. Even though all these characters have specific archetypes that fit them for fighting games, you can still switch up your playstyle entirely for all of them. Even for a character like Wizard, who's a field controlling defensive character, it's entirely possible to be aggressive and up close with your moves like Ninja. Or, for Robot, who's more of a tank, it's feasible that you could be a defensive mid-ranger like Cowboy or Rusher if you utilize car correctly like Ninja. The versatility of each character is incredible, and each character is correctly balanced with each other. No character is flat out stronger or weaker than another, and counter characters hardly exist. Because everyone is balanced equally, a win entirely relies on how skilled you are at the game rather than what character you choose, and this makes wins feel greater and losses feel less bad because it's your fault. I've been looking at this game as if it was strictly a multiplayer game, but it's possible to play in single player as well in order to practice character combos and techs, like how Ninja can throw a shuriken at an enemy to cancel them from falling on the ground to continue a combo, or practicing what could be optimal first moves for each character, as it's arguably the most important move in the entire game. I suggest jumping back or blocking. It works a lot of the time for me because most people don't do that and it's unexpected. In single player, you could also set up cool replays to see cool fights if that's what you want to play this game for, but because it's not what I play this game for, I usually don't do that. Yomi Hustle is a great game that was released 8 days ago at the time of me finishing this script, and I would say that you should go for it now. Even if you aren't the kind of guy who likes turn-based combat, I still suggest it because I'm a guy who doesn't like turn-based combat in games at all, and I was still able to have a lot of fun with this one. So yeah, go buy it, it's only $5.